Aaron Hale never imagined that one careless joke on a warm, sunlit afternoon would turn his entire life upside down. He said it casually, half laughing, half exhausted, never realizing that his words were about to invite a storm of change into his quiet world. He had no idea that the woman he teased, sharp, confident, and so completely out of place in his small-town rental cabin, was actually the CEO of one of the largest tech companies on the West Coast. And he certainly never expected her to knock on his door less than 24 hours later, suitcase in hand. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and unexpected miracles, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Heartbeat Tales. Your support truly keeps these stories alive. The day before everything changed. The sun poured warm gold over the wooden railing of Aaron's porch. He sat there helping his daughter, little Sana, tape her broken science fair project back together. It had been a long, draining week, extra shifts at the auto shop, school meetings, late-night dishwashing. The exhaustion on Aaron's face was beginning to look permanent. So, when a rideshare car pulled into the driveway of the cabin next door, he didn't expect anything unusual. But then she stepped out, tall, polished, graceful. A presence that didn't just walk, she arrived. Her name, she later said, was Mara Castile. She had rented the cabin next door for a 2-week escape from her overloaded corporate life. When she approached the fence to ask if the cabin's Wi-Fi password was written somewhere, Aaron felt a strange jolt, like meeting someone who didn't belong in his world yet somehow fit perfectly into the moment. She noticed the scattered papers, the tools, the tired machines in Aaron's eyes, and, instead of polite distance, she offered a warm, genuine smile. She crouched to talk to Sana, admired her project, and asked real questions instead of the usual adult formalities in that moment. Aaron felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. They ended up talking for hours under the afternoon sun. About life, about burnout, about losing themselves in responsibilities, about the quiet loneliness that sneaks in even when you pretend everything is fine. Somewhere in that unexpected bond, Aaron made a light-hearted joke. If you ever get tired of everything, you could just move in here. We've got chaos, but at least it's honest. Mara laughed, unguarded, real laugh. Aaron thought the moment would pass like any casual conversation, but her eyes held something else: curiosity, longing, and something he didn't dare give a name to. He never expected her to take the joke seriously. The next morning, warm and bright, filled with the chatter of birds, Aaron opened his door to find Mara standing there, suitcase beside her, eyes full of fear and determination. She told him she had resigned as CEO at midnight. She told him she hadn't slept in months. She told him the pressure was crushing her spirit. And then she said something that made Aaron forget how to breathe. For once in my life, I want to choose something human instead of something profitable. He was frozen, speechless. Little Sana, however, squealed with excitement, ran forward, and hugged Mara's legs as if she had always been part of their family. That simple, innocent embrace made something inside Mara both break and mend at the same time. Tears formed in her eyes, even as they tried to hide them. She explained that she wasn't expecting anything, no romance, no help, no rescue. She just wanted a place where she could breathe, a place where no one expected her to be perfect. Aaron thought about his own fears, raising Sana alone after losing his wife, believing that happiness wasn't meant for him anymore, and the guilt he felt any time joy tried to enter his life. But when he looked at Mara, he realized she wasn't asking for his strength. She was offering her presence. Life over the next days settled into a gentle, healing rhythm. Mara helped Sana with homework. She cooked dinners that filled the house with warmth again. In the evenings, she and Aaron sat on the porch steps, watching the sun melt behind the rooftops. She told him about the pressure she had carried for years, The loneliness at the top, the emotional exhaustion she had buried from the world. Aaron shared the pain he carried quietly. The grief he never gave himself permission to heal. Too tired. Broken souls finding peace in each other's company. And slowly, the house began to feel different, softer, lighter, alive. One afternoon, while Santa napped, Mara told Aaron she was thinking of staying longer, not just weeks, but months. She didn't want to return to that life. She wanted to build something new, something real. Even if it was small and imperfect, Aaron felt his breath catch. The idea scared him, but the idea of losing her scared him even more. He didn't confess love. He didn't make promises he might break. He simply placed his hand over hers and said, "You deserve peace. And if you want to find it here with us, I won't stand in the way." She rested her head on his shoulder, and for the first time in years, Aaron felt the weight on his chest lift. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Soft Soul Stories. Your support helps us continue bringing emotional stories to life.